Hey, in this 5-minute quickie, we're going to go, shh, keep a secret, keep things to yourself, keep everything to yourself. No, we're not. Have a listen to this music. I just know when you get it, you get it. And you will. So please have a listen after this.
You are now entering into the personal world of Paul Clough, and you're bringing your own personal world with you. Buckle up. It may be a bumpy ride. Personal development. Unplugged.
Shh. Can you keep a secret? I want to ask you a question. Because it's something I learned a long time ago with a wonderful little metaphor of a sort. I want to share that with you very shortly. But can you keep a secret? Or do you keep a secret? That's the thing, isn't it? Do you keep a secret? You see, if you have a secret, and what I'm thinking about now is if you hear about something new, maybe you learn a new process, maybe a process to develop yourself, or you have an idea. You read something that you think, that is so good. Do you share it with other people? That's the thing. Do you share it? Or do you keep it to yourself, thinking, this is gold. If I use this, I will get ahead of the game. And I think we need to look at ourselves, because I think sometimes we've done that. And I've seen it in this genre of hypnosis and hypnotherapy. People trying to keep things a secret. I've got this process, but I can't tell you what it is, and I can't tell you where I got it from. I just use it, and it makes so much difference in the world. And that's so much bollocks, it really is. That's not a caring, sharing way. Because caring is sharing. We know that. But the thing is, it's like when you look at a YouTube video or you're listening to a podcast, there's that funny little symbol that says share. How many times as you're listening or you're looking do you go, this is awesome, I want to send it to, and press that? Now, I have to admit, I'm a bloody goody two-shoes at this, because I share everything I can find. I share it with my sons, I share it with the people I think, they'd enjoy this. And I know I don't want anything in return. So it is a form of, I guess, selfless service. But it's me just wanting them to grow too. And it could be anything from, here's something I've learnt, or here's something I've found. I found these lovely little books and a big notebook. I shared one this morning, a lovely notebook that I'd found. And I said to my sons, if you need a notebook, this is the dog's bollocks. Could have kept it to myself and had my wonderful little notebooks. I love notebooks, but that's just a silly example, I know. But anything you see, anything you hear, I think we need to sometimes inquire in ourselves, do we actually share what we know? Or even ask the question, why the hell wouldn't you share? Why wouldn't you share? Why would you want to keep things yourself? You see, here's that metaphor type, story type. Well, have this. Think of this. In my hand, I know I haven't got anything in my hand, but if you could imagine in my hand, I have £1. I have $1. I have whatever currency takes your fancy. And I give it to you. There you go. I give you my £1, my dollar, my currency. I give it to you. What happens? Well, you've got the dollar. You've got the £1. What have I got? I got nothing. I've given it away. Damn. And I think that's what the thought process is, isn't it? I've given it away. But here's the thing. If it's something you've learned, if it's an idea, and I share that thing that I've learned with you, I share that experience, I share the thing, I share my idea with you. Yes, you've got that thing. You've got that idea. You've got that piece of learning that you can use if you choose to. And guess what? So have I. I've still got the bloody thing too. I haven't lost anything. I've just shared it with you. And I've still got it. And here's the kicker. One thing is, it's like selfless service. The old law of reciprocation, reciprocity will come and dump good things on because other people will share things with you, or you'll keep finding good stuff because your vision, your unconscious mind will start to look and focus for these good stuff and the good stuff that you can share. And you'll feel bloody good. Really feel good about it. Because that's what happened. It cost you, nearly swore, cost you nothing anyway. And even it did a little bit. Who cares? You've shared something, and maybe you've shared a little bit of you as well, if it's an idea or a story you've shared. And the thing is, the other part of this reciprocation is, if I shared that idea with you, shared that bit of learning, that thing that you could learn, that process maybe, and you think about it and you go, I try it out. Oh, what happens if I do this? Because you are thinking differently to me. Because you've got different filters, you've got different values, different beliefs, different experiences. And you do something with it and you go, oh. And you come back to me and say, Paul, Fluffy, you know that thing you shared with me? It was really good. And I did this and I got a different result. And you go, oh, that's marvelous. Because I can now take that idea with my first idea and go, well, what happens if we did this though? And that idea grows just by simply sharing things. And that's awesome. That's how one of the processes that my younger son and I have developed. It's not our own, it wasn't our process to start off with. But we did something which was a bit cock-handed and we shared it with each other. Said, oh, well, I did this and I did that. Well, what happens if we did this and put it together and then expand it? And we created this wonderful process that we now, guess what? Share with the world. Some people even call it the Clough process. But it's everyone's process. So please just think. Share. And that wonderful reciprocity will come and rain down joy on your parade. And it's so good to start looking for things. And if you think about, if you're in business, just another example, another way of using this. If you find something that somebody else could use, or find a service that somebody else might be interested in, or an article that someone might be interested in, or a video, just send it to them. Hey, thought about you. Don't need to reply. Boom. Done. That's the way to network. You're doing it for no want in return. But what you get is a wonderful network of support. Because that's what you will creating connections. That's what networking is really about in business. Creating pure, honest connections of support. And you're there in the forefront of it all, which will make such a difference. And it is sometimes just the difference that makes a difference. So that's what I wanted to share with you in this 5-minute quickie, just so you can muse. You might say, Paul, Fluffy, not sure about this. I do like to keep it to myself, but just muse over it. Look at the options. What would you lose by sharing? What would you gain? I know the answer. But over that beer, over that G&T, over that glass of water, glass of wine, cup of tea, cup of coffee, if you sat down quietly, paused and stopped, think about that. And then next time, just try it once. See something of interest and know it's going to help somebody. Press that share button. Now, this has got nothing to do with pressing that share button of this podcast, but if you wanted to, you could, obviously. But I'm more in thinking of ideas, of learnings. Hey, that is something to muse about, and that's what this 5-minute quickie is all about. We might dive into it deeper, but it's just something that I want to share with you, my thoughts, my musings, and to have you think about them too. And if you have any comments about that, or, agreements, or where we could take it even further, please do email me, feedback@personaldevelopmentunplugged.com. Come straight to me. There's no other bugger around here, and I'll reply to you. Okay? So there you go. Have more fun than you can stand, and more fun than you can share. Okay? Till the next time, my friend, you go fly.
Warning, you are now leaving the unplugged mind of Paul Clough. It's time to fly on your own. Be brave, my friend.
Personal Development Unplugged.